Hey guys, Puggo's Pizzeria here, and in today's video, we are talking about some of the most forgotten Five Nights at Freddy's action figures. So, I'm sure the Funko Five Nights at Freddy's action figures need absolutely no introduction, especially because my action figure collection video is the second most popular video on my entire channel. I'm sure you all are very aware of the Five Nights at Freddy's Funko action figures. In case you live under a rock and you're the one silly Billy who doesn't, let me quickly explain them to you. Funko has a ton of different lines for their Five Nights at Freddy's merchandise, and one of their most popular being their Five Nights at Freddy's action figures, where they scale down a bunch of the most popular characters in the FNAF series, give them posable joints and limbs, and then create action figures of them. And well, since they've created so many, they've been making them since 2016, there's bound to be a few that slip through the cracks and people kind of forget about. So that's what we're talking about in this video, and we actually have two of the most forgotten action figures. Now, if you do somehow remember these, congratulations! Leave a comment if you do remember, but we're getting into the first one. So, I'm sure you all remember the very first series of Five Nights at Freddy's Funko action figures. There was Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and Golden Freddy, and if you bought all of them, they all came with spare parts to build Springtrap, right? So what is that, 6 figures? You say, yeah, there's 6 figures, Puggo. Are you missing any? You go, no, I don't think there's any. Are you sure? I don't know. Well, you may have forgotten the one and only ever Hot Topic exclusive action figure. Since then, Hot Topic has never had another exclusive action figure, even though they have gotten plenty of exclusive Funko Pops, mystery minis, and plushies. They've only had one exclusive action figure ever, and that is the glow-in-the-dark Foxy figure. Now, in case you do remember this, very nice, but this figure is extremely obscure just because of kind of how irrelevant he is. Basically what it is it's Foxy, and because he has to be glow-in-the-dark, the paint on him is already kind of miscolored, making him look a lot darker and a lot oranger for some reason. And if you put him under like a light and you turn out the lights, he glows in the dark. How cool and how forgettable, honestly. I see very few people ever talking about this figure. I've seen almost no one have this figure in box, let alone have this figure at all, just because it gets lumped in with the rest of the figures. If this figure was not in its box, you would see it and you'd go, yeah, that's a Foxy action figure. You would have no idea that it's a glow-in-the-dark figure at all. There's really basically no way of telling unless you look really closely at its paint and you go, this Foxy's a little darker and oranger than normal. He must be a glow-in-the-dark. That's one of the biggest problems Funko has with their merchandise. With the newest wave of FNAF mystery minis, the Balloon Circus ones, it is completely impossible to tell whether you got the 1 out of 6 common or the 1 out of 36 glow-in-the-dark. The only way you can possibly know is if you charge these minis under lights for a few hours and then go in a really dark space and see if they glow. It's nearly impossible to know, and unless you keep doing that, you're probably going to lose track of which one is glow-in-the-dark. So these figures really aren't that well made. They have nothing to really distinguish that they're glow-in-the-dark, and overall it seems like this Foxy figure was quite a failure because Hot Topic never got a exclusive again. And it's not Hot Topic's fault that they got stuck with a crappy figure of glow-in-the-dark Foxy, but also Hot Topic doesn't sell too many figures anymore. So Funko had another idea. For Wave 2, when they made their exclusive, they didn't just make any normal exclusive, they made Jacko Chica. And no, Jacko Chica is not the second FNAF action figure, just kind of going through the list until we get there. The Jacko Chica action figure is actually very cool, one of my favorite FNAF action figures of all time. It is a recolored Nightmare Chica, but still, we also get a brand new pumpkin mold, and just Jacko Chica looks super cool. I mean, just look at this action figure and tell me it isn't amazing how just detailed it is. I absolutely love it. So, after the very successful GameStop exclusive Jacko Chica action figure and the huge failure of the glow-in-the-dark Foxy action figure, Funko really thought to themselves, you know what? What if we combine the best of both worlds? And now go ahead and list the third series of action figures. List all the ones that you know in your head. Go on, I'll give you time. Yeah, you think you got them all, right? Let's go over it. There's Circus Baby. There's Ballora. There's Funtime Freddy. There's Funtime Foxy. And if you buy all the action figures, then you get the build and enter. And there's the very strange Walgreens exclusive Lolbit, not Walmart, Walgreens, the little like convenience store, right? You think that's all of them? How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 again, right? No. Like I said, they combine the best of both worlds. Just like they did with Chica, they recolored Funtime Foxy into Lolbit, which again is one of my favorite figures just because Lolbit's super cool. But again, they also made another glow-in-the-dark. And where would they make this exclusive? You know, maybe a better place like GameStop or Walmart, you know, places that sell a lot more action figures. No, another Walgreens, you know, because everyone goes to Walgreens to buy Five Nights at Freddy's merch. So another Walgreens exclusive glow-in-the-dark circus baby. And this one compared to Foxy is even worse. There is a small way to distinguish how Foxy's glow-in-the-dark. He's kind of more red, more orange, more darkly colored, right? You can at least tell that that's glow-in-the-dark. Not Circus Baby. Circus Baby looks nearly identical to her normal action figure, except again, this one glows in the dark. It's very strange what they did for these action figures and why they thought it would be a good idea. Again, there are way more characters they could have made. Who knows? They could have made a Yendo exclusive from Sister Location, or maybe just a endoskeleton from FNAF 1 instead of giving us glow-in-the-dark Foxy and glow-in-the-dark Circus Baby. These figures just don't work at all, and thankfully after this, Funko stopped making their glow-in-the-dark exclusives. They ended up making no exclusives. They stopped making exclusives altogether after these series for some reason, and came out with an entire glow-in-the-dark Pizza Simulator series, but no one even remembers that one. So, these are kind of the two failed and most obscure FNAF action figures that I could possibly think of. And I really want to know, do you guys remember these figures at all? I actually don't have either of these figures in my collection, just because if I'm going to be completely honest, I don't care about them. They're not new, they're not cool, like Chica or Lolbit. They're not any new characters. I already have the glow-in-the-dark Pizzeria Simulator characters, okay? I don't care that they're just glow-in-the-dark, and I feel a lot of people feel the same way, because there's a lot of people reselling these figures, but no one wants them. The Lolbit figure goes for $100 to $200. It's extremely rare. All it is a recolored Funtime Foxy, but it's great. It's a Lolbit figure, right? But glow-in-the-dark Circus Baby, keep in mind, these were the same figures in the same wave, exclusive to the same store, worth about $30 to $50 maybe, if someone will pay that, just because no one cares. It's a glow-in-the-dark action figure of a common character most people already have. How often do people like glow-in-the-dark items? I don't think people use them as nightlights. I don't think people use them rarely at all. I get kind of pissed off when I have glow-in-the-dark merch, because when I'm trying to go to sleep, my room lights up with light FNAF characters. And I don't need that, I need to go to bed. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys did enjoy this obscure missing FNAF characters. I might actually make another one on some missing mystery minis or Funko Pops if you guys did enjoy this, to spice it up, because I know I make a lot of the missing FNAF plush, so maybe some other series could help a lot. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, and I have some very special videos coming out for you guys very soon. And I will see you all later. Good